Hi guys, Shaky Nan again. I get asked a lot about my progression with my ET. Having it all my life, I'm now 51. So what you see is 51 years of progression. I wasn't like this as a toddler. I didn't have a head tremor. I didn't have full body tremors. I don't know when the internal tremors kicked in. But I do remember my mum, when I started shaking then, my poor mum said to me, I need to apologise to you, Nick. And she got teary, the poor dear. And I said, Mum, what's the matter? And she said, I used to get so cranky at you because you spilt every drink always. And I think I was still, until the age of 15, I had to sit down on the floor to have a drink and hold it 2 hands. And Mum would say, right, sit down, hold it, 2 hands, hold it, don't spill it. As soon as someone says that to you, pressure's on, and of course, you're going to shake more. So with progression is different because anything that can happen to you through the day will bring your tremors on or calm them a little bit more if there's nothing going on. So by the time I started having my children, I had a bit of a head tremor. I had very bad in my hands, or bad enough in my hands, especially having babies. Doing everything with them was when I noticed it a lot more. Then my head tremor came in, then my leg tremors. My leg tremors, they happen when I'm walking up and down stairs. When I'm in the car, if I've got to have my leg up in the air for the clutch. Also, if I get frightened, scared, emotional, I will get the full body tremors. If I've got to stand at attention for too long, I'll get the leg tremors as well. So progression is a hard thing because everything can affect your tremors. You get nervous and that makes it worse. That's right, Vivian. And every time someone looks at you, that makes it worse. You feel the pressure's on, and as soon as you think, I've got to write this, and someone's looking at me, I've got to stop shaking, that just makes you shake more. We can't stop it on cue. We really wish we could, but we can't. And that panic of, I've got to stop these, will bring it on worse and worse. So as I said, progression is a hard thing to talk about. My children all got ET in their teenage years. My oldest is now 30 and my youngest is 20. They're still only slight in their hands, so they haven't progressed body-wise much at all. Still only slight in their hands. But things can happen through the day that can bring it on. So that is a very tough one to answer, guys. Just know we've got this. Every time, every day, you just have to work out how bad am I today and compensate for that. When, years ago, I used to be able to hold a drink like this and put it in my mouth, shaking just a little bit. Now, I tend to, if I hold it like that, it's shaking, trying to get that. People say, do you use straws? I put my head down a little bit, that's when it gets worse. I put my head up a little bit, that's when it gets worse. Straight on is okay, but I can't drink straight on. I've got to bend my head, which starts the head off. I found bending my wrist a lot and taking the weight on my wrist doesn't help completely, but at least I can get it in there. So I do tend to put a lot of weight on my wrist when I do things. And I have found over the years that I do that. You tend to learn how to compensate yourself with your tremors. Grab that grip a little bit more, twist that finger around a little bit more. I mean, now I hold pens completely different to what I used to in school. We've got this, guys. Don't let ET rule you. I love you all. Take care and have a great shaky week. And I will see you all again next week. Bye, guys.